Alright, let's see what's going on in this one. That's the Undead versus Nile. Not my, I won't say it's quite my forte, but we'll see what we can do here. Speed this up. Looks like he's going to do the ghoul build. Let's see.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
Keeper. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Did you scout him at all yet? Okay. So you see the early decay. So you should probably assume he's gonna go Ghoul's aggression. That's what I would assume. Okay.
Your building is complete. I stand ready. Create more minions.
Oh man. Now let's see this. What is it gonna be like? Ooh man. I hope you're not gonna go for this like that. Might be a bad idea.
Your building is our sacred grove
Okay.
being desecrated.
Man. I mean, I don't think it should. Well, it looks like you might actually lose it. I think what you need to do when this happens, I think you need to have a wisp nearby. What you do is you aggro with the wisp, and then you either like move it away or detonate it, and they de-aggro. I think that's what you're supposed to do in this scenario. And I'm maybe going for this guy would have been better. First of all, he can't even coil these dudes. He can't coil the golems. You can get yourself some mercs if he's gonna push you, and it's further for him to go. If you want to take a big camp, that's what I could suggest. If you scouted him, he looks like he is, he's doing early decay. I mean, it doesn't mean that he's gonna push you level 1. He might just creep to level 2 and then push you. But it's up to it's how confident you feel in the way you play, right? You can't make anything work really, but safer I think would have been this. It would have been safer if you're trying to take a big camp. Or, I mean, you could if you want to be super safe, you can do this. But I don't think you really need that. I think maybe this. See if you can kill these real quick, or maybe do start smaller. Maybe make 2 ancients. Maybe do this one. You can place ancient right here. And then like right here. Do this creep right here. Get some units going. And then maybe do this. Or maybe walk the other one over here and do this. But because you are doing the second ancient. Since you're probably going to lose this. So you probably figured you're going to lose this one. So you got to get another one. Honestly, I don't see a drawback most of the time to do. And if you're doing keeper, doing 2 ancients on board, to be honest. I feel like it's pretty much like he's still tier 1, right? Let's see. He started his tier 2. He's still tier 1. You might have lost lumber, putting it down, but I don't see a drawback because it lets you creep a bunch more and it lets you get a bunch of units too early, and it's that much easier to defend your base because you have 2 ancients. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen here. Yeah. Ooh. This is hard. This hurts to watch. Let me turn down the sound, dude. It's kind of loud. The sound is kind of loud. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of hard for me to think. Man, yeah. At least you got an item. At least you got a pretty good item of that. I'll probably just salvage it by just taking the big auger, the blue auger, and just okay, that's it. Let's see. Yeah, think about that. Next time, I mean, you can still put it down right here, right? You can put it down right here, maybe. Then if you see he's making early decay, you feel like he's going to be aggressive, you can uproot it and maybe move a little bit this way, so it's harder for him to aggro on it. Because it's so close, so they just instantly aggro on it. But I think also if you're bringing a wisp, if your ancient is aggroed, bringing a wisp and just they will start attacking the units since you know they take priority over, you know, they take a priority on the unit rather than the building, and then you detonate it and then just de-aggro completely. I think you can try this and like even just like in a bot game, just try it, see if it works. I think that's what it's supposed to do. So you could have saved it, but he could have aggroed it again and did it again. So I'm not sure what exactly would happen from there. But let's see. Yeah, I would do 2 ancients. Maybe like you can place one right here. Maybe one right here. That's very greedy though. But you do have a keeper. So you make an archer. Have like a tree stack this creep camp. Maybe get a bunch of units. Maybe you can creep this. So you can just start with this. I mean, really, I'm not very good with. I mean, I'm not up to meta with exactly how you want to do this against a or undead. Since I can tell what you can do against a human. Because you know that's the matchup I mostly play. You know, not elf versus human. But I don't really play undead versus not elf. So, but there was that giver that he was going to do some aggression, right? Early altar of darkness. He was making his death knight fast. So you're going to assume he's either going to do to level 2 quickly or he's going to attack. So you could like possibly place a wisp somewhere right here, see if his death knight is going. You have a, I'm not sure if you could see him with that. Him passing through somewhere here. If you see him passing through, maybe not worth trying to commit, but I think you should be. Yeah, I don't know. That was a very, very, very aggressive maneuver right there. That was a. You know, I mean, if it's nice, if you do make it work, it's nice. And if you have a nice payoff, man, I haven't even woken up all the way. You have a nice payoff with some fat, juicy consumer item, right? But if you don't, you lose your ancient, and you kind of like, oh. You need to get level 2 so you can start picking up his units with Entangle, right? One mistake he's making feeds with aggression, right? Which is good for you, since whichever unit you entangle is pretty much gonna die, right? And he has no mana to coil it, so if you get level 2, you can entangle this focus fire fiend. Should be no problem. I think that's kind of off meta doing this. I don't think most high tier undeads do fiends against keeper, at least this early, because you know you entangle a ghoul, they die. It's like what, 130 gold. Okay, that's cool. You entangle a fiend. The fiend is like 215 or something like that. It dies. That's 215. That's a lot more money and a lumber. So. Does he have dust? Yeah, he has dust. Maybe just bring the. You kind of lost a lot of wisps here, but bring the wisps, maybe detonate the scalies. But you're doing okay. You're doing pretty good. You're doing fine. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad so far. I mean, you lost your ancient, but you kind of salvaged it in a decent manner, I feel like. Yep. Good deal. Let's see. Yeah, I'd probably try to get mercs, to be honest. Mercs could be pretty good. That way you don't really have to commit to making huntresses, maybe. You can just kind of do it. You kind of make archers. Make yourself, get yourself some mercs, you know. They kind of replace your huntresses. Or you can still do huntresses, right? Let's see. He's making death knight. I mean, lich. Man. Yeah, I don't think you're doing too bad so far. Definitely putting some aggression. If you're able to find them and put some aggression on them. Because his death knight is so low. You could even probably try to go for an expo play. His death knight is pretty low. But you do. Yeah, if you had 2 ancients, you could probably definitely put that. If his death knight is so low, he won't be able to contest you for your expo. You can just kill his death knight, alright? So he's gonna have to be defensive on that. But yeah, clean up this is pretty good so he doesn't clean up and get that experience. Alright. I don't even know, dude, what are you supposed to make, I guess, undead as an elf this late. Let me see what's gonna happen. It's a long game though.
Your building
I
is
stand
complete.
ready.
Let's see. Yeah, I'd definitely think about doing an expansion, to be honest. You lost a lot of wisps though, so you don't have a lot of lumber. You detonated quite a lot of them. Let's see. You have 35 supplies. Trying to see if you... Yeah, you have pretty good position on wisps, so you can see what's going on now, which is nice. And the one death might get so low. It's pretty much your queue to get an expansion. But, like I said, once again, you lost a lot of wisps, so
I stand
that
ready.
hurts. You can try doing this. It's the trick I do as a human. What I do is I put a farm right here. I know because a lot of times I'm not gonna get to creep this creep camp for quite a long time, especially if I expand. So I put a farm right here. You could put a wisp right here. What I do is I buy a Zeppelin and a shredder at the same time, which is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I try to save up and then drop the shredder into my base and use Zeppelin for, like, micro or harass onto somebody's base, right? Just drop into their base. Try to buy yourself some time. So you can have some, you can have some lumber soon and you try to expand at the same time. But I'm not sure if it's good. I don't know. Like I said, you did lose a lot of wisps, so that is a lot of lumber you kind of missed. Can't even really put down any tech because you're not gonna have any wisps. Let's see. I don't think you're doing too bad right now. I think it's pretty good. I would definitely, like I said, I would definitely consider doing expansion though. It's definitely, it's like essentially when you do an expansion, it puts a timer, right? It's either your enemy has to kill the expansion, or they had to put expansion for themselves. So if they don't do either, you pretty much as long as the game goes on, the longer it goes on, the more likely you're gonna win the game, right? The disadvantage becomes so much bigger as the time passes on. Yeah, you're picking up a lot of fiends. You're doing pretty good. Yeah. It's definitely salvaged as good as I think as good as you could. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, you definitely have. I think you definitely have a chance to expand. Okay. You got plenty of lumber too. On top of that, so I'll probably take this as soon as possible. At this point, see. Okay, you got trolls. You can try your luck. I think if you kill on the trolls, I might drop experience stone. Yeah, take that and see if I could expand.
Our warriors have engaged. Your building is complete.
Okay, he's full HP. Let's see. I can.
Your building is complete.
Nope. Okay. I was about to say, see, I told you, experience stone. I told you. Nah. Yeah, it's not too bad so far. He's just gonna creep up, I suppose. You don't really. Yeah, you need some dryads. I think you're gonna need some dryads, to be honest, rather than mountain giants. I think the problem with making a mountain giant as soon as possible like that is the fact is they take forever to build just one unit. You can crank out like 2 dryads for slow, for a little more focused fire, easy, and then make a giant or something like that, right? Rather than giant right on top of the bed. And at tier 2, they're not. I mean, I hate mountain giants personally, like as a human player. But he's still not tier 3, right? So they're not going to be that great before tier 3. Plus, Lich has that orb, right? Yep, he has an orb, so he's going, he has a pretty good focus fire. Let's see.
Your building is complete.
Okay.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Alright. Yeah, just pretty much creeping. Yeah, I think maybe putting on expansion earlier would have been better, but you lost a lot of wisps, which is hindered your lumber. Still tier 2. Maybe buying a shredder, but you don't have money because you gotta make some units. see. I feel like I really don't have much to say about this game right now. I think you did pretty well for what you were for what the game turned out to be so far. Just maybe do a mark camp would be safer. Having that troll berserker, and maybe do an expansion earlier. Let me see. Did he even scout this at all? He's scouting right now. Looks like. Yeah, he does. He hasn't even scouted the scaling around here at all. Looks like. So it could have been expansion for quite a, at least for a couple thousand gold.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Yeah, he's probably gonna do the red camp soon.
The great outdoors.
Hell no, he knows. He scouted around on time. Well, maybe if he scouted a little earlier, it would have been better, but.
Building is complete. Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Research.
Okay, tier 3. Okay. Just creeping up. Just pretty much PV sword right now. Just creeping. Yeah, that's pretty much all you can do. Another thing I could tell you, I don't know. I don't think he could have, but like take a red camp away from him on his side, right? But I don't know if you could have done it efficiently with the forces you'd have. Because if you take both red camps, or at least in that one close to his base, I mean, it's gonna be big. And if you get a good item out of it too, like, you know, a juicy aura, but.
Your building is complete.
Okay, making some towers.
Your building is complete.
Maybe, let's see. 4, 3.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Okay, let's see what he got here. 4, 2, 3. Okay. And it looks like he's gonna go for another red camp, I think. Or he's, well, maybe he's just gonna pick up an item, so then maybe I would, if I was him, I would probably take this and then come attack you.
Research finished.
Let's see. He's doing an expert 2. Oh man. Yeah, he looks like he has a, let's see the supply here. 51. Okay, so you're sitting 50 on food, which is not good at all, right? I just noticed it. I'm not sure. You're not making anything. Get any upgrades? You have, where's the hunter's hole? There it is. No upgrades coming up. Just sitting at 50. Just that one wisp. So you don't have to sit in 51. Or like I said, you could buy a shredder as soon as possible and have a lot more food count you can use. Just get rid of a bunch of wisps. Right, make some towers, whatever, because you know 51 food is probably the worst position you want to be in. And let's see what he got. He got 50 out of 50, so okay. So it's not, I guess it's kind of on the same level. I'm not quite sure who's going to take this fight. Okay, you're doing pretty good. Archer's getting owned though. Ooh. What did you get as your second spell on your Alchemist? He's not using a second spell. I assume it's Acid Bomb and probably Healing? Or is it Rage? Okay, there you go. Throw some healing. At this point, I probably would just. You're actually not doing too bad. I may have just, as soon as I kill his here, I may have just TP'd out and reset, just heal up. You can finally replace your archers with some better units as well, since you lost all of them. Maybe killing your own archers and replacing them below 50 food could have been okay too. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. You're doing it. Ooh. Oh, there we go. Good. But now it's daytime. See if you teleport during nighttime earlier. Maybe could have healed up and have some more juice. But now the juice ain't gonna come back. Remember, okay. Drop your item. Drop it before you heal. That's a big item. That's gives you a lot of mana. Drop it before you heal your alchemist. So you have a little more moon juice. Okay. What do you do? Just leave me attack my gold mine. What is this? I wanna see what's going on there. Man, dude, meme jazz are so good, dude. Oh my god, they're so good. Okay. He has a gold mine, but hasn't really used it all that much. Just one. You know what people also do? I'm not sure if it could help you. Making a whole bunch of fairy dragons. I know that's like. I don't want to say it's a new thing, but it's been a thing. That can be pretty good. Against them, they can be pretty good. I wouldn't say that would give you a win, but it definitely something to consider. Making a whole bunch of like fairy dragons, and maybe having a couple of three, 4 giants, and just rest fairy dragons. Just focus 5 fairy dragons while you're tanking with your giants, because you know giants pretty much take no damage, and fairy dragons completely immune to magic. So, and when they get webbed, you can just, or they get focused, you can just use their mana burn for them, right? Maybe consider taking this camp and then doing another expansion. That could have been, after that fight, it could have been a possibility, maybe. Spooky though, you know, you never know if he's gonna scout and intercept you. Also, maybe getting a TP would have been good too. That's why I always make mistake. I'm so greedy. I always try not to get a TP, and pretty much I get punished for that all the time. I lose so many games I should be winning because I'm out of position, no TP, and that's it. Like you can try to go into his base, kill his gold mine, then TP out maybe. Yeah, but there is still this camp here, this camp here, and okay, he killed that one. Okay, so you still have some creeps on your side of the map. Taking this one could be good, and maybe even drop an expansion right here. Just doing a second one. You know that he has expansion, so doing another one. But yeah, he's gonna get it, which is not good for you. This is getting two big red camps, and this list is stacked. Oh my god, this is not very good at all. You gotta at least take one. When you see your opponent takes one, you have to at least come into another one. But he's gonna lose expansion for it, maybe. Well, it's not too bad. He should have made Necro so he can teleport. That could have been a lot better for him, but you're just making 3 ziggurats. Does he even have a TP? Yeah, he has a TP. Okay. But you don't. Oh, you do. Okay, you do. You got it. Okay. Okay, so at least kill his expo.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The great outdoors.
So, I mean, this game wasn't too bad, to be honest. It's not too bad. Let's see. Maybe putting your giants and your dryas in different groups could be... Okay, yeah, it looks like you do. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, it looks like you do. And maybe... I can't tell. I don't know if I would take in this fight. That's a lot of stuff. Maybe doing... Oh. My meme dragon left behind. Maybe trying to stall this game for as long as you can and force it, like just hit or run him and TPing out could be okay too. If you're not comfortable about taking a fight, since you do have an expansion and he doesn't, right? That could be good too. Securing his 3rd expansion, 3rd gold mine could be good. Get some scrolls. He crept a lot. And that's the problem. He took a lot of camps compared to you. You kind of sit in your base, not really taking a lot of creeps. Yeah, this should have been yours right here. At least this one. I won't say take this one for sure, but take this one for sure.
Ah, the
more
great
moon.
outdoors.
You can
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I would say another thing, you can consider trying to trade his base for your expansion, but you're not very in a position to do so, right? You're so far away from his base. By the time you get to his base, he's gonna kill your expansion, really. Okay. That's pretty much all you can do, just defend your own expo. I feel like I'm not really helping a lot. Because I really don't know exactly what to do in this scenario. Personally. But the only thing I could say is creep may be safer. If you see that he's going to be aggressive, instead of maybe going for this. I mean, you can put Ancient down over here. Maybe just uproot a little bit and move it over here so he doesn't. Because by the time you scout this, you might be already making a decision to creep this, right? Like, okay, I'm probably going to creep this. And, you know, but you haven't scouted yet to what's going to happen. So, just be aware, right? If he sees that, he did scout with the Acolyte, so he knew you were going to do that. So he might just not even, like, he might consider, even if he considers the creep, right, at level 1, he sees that, he's like, okay, why the hell would I want to creep and give him this big camp? I'm just going to come here, I'm just going to creep jack the shit out of it, right? So maybe just uproot it and put it back right here a little bit further away and dagger with a wisp. Or you can be a little bit safer and put it right here, but then again, he can come back here with the ghost as well too. It's just going to take him a little longer to get here. So you might be able to already be, to some degree, already finished with the creep camp. I'm not sure how long it's going to take you to do this. You might be able to get done with like a golem before he gets there, or maybe all the golems but not the trolls. You can get yourself, you know, a healing priest and then try to de-aggro your ancient. That seems like a lot of things to do, and there's a lot of room for errors here. But yeah, he just saw that. I mean, that's pretty much a wrap. He sees that, and he has a death knot. You probably go what, trees first. You can't entangle him, and if you do entangle, it takes you that much longer to kill this. It makes it that much unsafer because you don't have that damage and that additional things to tank with, right? So. But this is a little further. It's still not that safe, but you know, it's still further. It's that much time for him to travel here. So he might be like, okay, I might just creep myself, right? And like I said, at least at this camp, you should be able to creep some. You should be able to get at least some of the creeps before he gets there. Let's see. I mean, you're doing it though. It's not a bad fight. Looks like. Maybe get a little more upgrades too. Could get a shop too, maybe Moonwell over here as well. You kind of maybe like gauge your towers right here and just get like a Moonwell kind of block, maybe like a shop, so you have like items you can purchase. Okay. See, he's on the expo going up? Yeah, he does. Not level 6. Not soon, I mean. Well, forget to use the spell on your hero. Okay, okay, he just has heroes left. Dry suck against heroes, so you might want to just back up. Let's see. You're cranking out more units. Alright. Hero coming out. Yeah, I think it was just. I think the problem. the main problem came in the fact that you kind of like you lost your ancient, but it wasn't too bad. I don't think you lost a lot after that, which is good. He didn't really push hard, right? And he can't really with the fiends. I mean, what is one fiend gonna do against keeper, right? Nothing, or two. So I think it was if you got ahead early game, it could have been a whole different game. You could have been dominating the entire game, right? So maybe expanding earlier and taking bigger creep camps. If you're not being aggressive, just taking big creep camps faster. That could be. Like I said, when he took this creep camp, like you didn't have a lot of forces. I think you could have probably taken a big camp, but it wasn't going to be efficient, right? So maybe focusing on in this type of scenario, expanding earlier. If you're not being aggressive, if you're not being aggressive, just taking the big camps as soon as possible, stripping them away from having big camps because he took all the good stuff. Look at this lich though, plus 30 additional damage, right? I think that gives 4 more if you put on his lich. But I mean, lich is stacked. He's feeling good. So he has 3 heroes, but they're higher level than yours because you let him creep so much. Yeah, undead has such a good hero advantage. It's gonna be hard to come back at this point. There you go. Now you're making a shop. I see you. I think that's like a. For some reason, only really humans and maybe orcs do like they build additional stuff at their expos. But it's nice to have all this additional stuff, like a shop, maybe a moonwell, maybe like a buffer building between the towers. Like you make like a. I'm not saying do that, but like having a hunter's hole right here in between the spots makes your tower so much more safer, right? I'm not telling you to put a, hunter's hole, but like if there's like a moonwell here, obviously if you lose that moonwell and you count it for food, it's not good. But it gives you that much more buffer for your towers before they actually start getting hit by like melee units. And yeah, maybe do an expansion. Okay, you're doing expansion, but it's like late. It could have been way earlier. You could have put down. You could have taken this one or this one way earlier. And I don't think he even scouted those. That could have been so much more money. When you saw that, you're like, okay, so he's going for this one. I gotta do another one.
Ready to brew. Your building is complete.
But it's just, I think it's just mainly creeping and expanding was the main issue here. I don't think it was too bad that you lost your ancient. He didn't really punish you severely for that. He could have been bad. I mean, he could have imagine if you have a bunch of ghouls, what if you went for like a tower rush or something like that, like something insane, right? While you have no ancient. Like he has, let's say if you had a bunch of ghouls, you just walk on there, you got your ancient coming up. Like he just drops down like blight, they starts towering rushing you. Like, what are you gonna do? You only have one archer or one keeper, right? And that's pretty much a wrap. But he didn't really punish. He just honestly he just went for fiends, which wasn't even good because he just ended up losing like at least 1 or 2 fiends from what I saw early. Exactly what I'm talking about. Like you don't want to make ghouls because you lose a ghoul, that's fine, but you lose a fiend, that's a lot of money. But yeah, just think about that. If you're not gonna be aggressive, then you gotta do something else. Something else would be, creeping as much as you can, taking him away as much as you can from him. That would be my main suggestion here. Maybe expand it earlier when his death knight is low. Let's take a look. Let me take a look. I just want to see the timings. Too bad you can't go back and kind of in the replay. You gotta kind of rewatch it. Hope I don't miss it. So yeah, if personally I would do this. If I'm going keeper, I will be on tier 1 longer. I would do 2 Ancients of War and look for opportunity to get an expansion as soon as possible. So maybe I would do Ancient War, like 1 war right here. You could maybe do another one right here. I'll probably just put them in my base just to be safer. Just put one in my base, put one right here. Creep this as soon as possible. Get some mercs. Creep this. and then put pressure on him as much as I can. Especially he's doing fiends, you have huntresses, you just entangle and focus fire. You're gonna get a troll healer. He does a lot of damage too, right? So, and then make sure that my expert goes up. I mean, you can, and while you do that, you can tech as well. At that point, you could probably tech as soon if you're keeping him on this side of the map. That's all you want, right? On this side of the map right here. So your expansion goes up. Your tier 2. Hopefully you put enough pressure to where he hasn't crept a lot. So he's definitely maybe level 2, not level 3 yet, and then you can like try to creep more. You try to end the game with your tier 2, get your second hero. See what's going on. I don't know. I probably wouldn't do that, especially that he's like once he scouted me, I probably just uprooted and moved away a little bit. Like be ready for his aggression. Yeah, and I'll probably do it right here. I feel like this is just better, especially early game. I mean, I understand it's like you get a big consumable and you kind of take an aggressive camp, so you save this camp for later, which right, you kind of take it away, like camps further away from your base early. It's like high risk, high reward, I suppose. And you kind of keep these camps for later use. So you know, if he comes here to take it, he has so much more position from you, right? But he can take this one a lot safer. So if you take it away, he can't. He has to come back here if he's trying to take something away from you, right? But I would just do this one most likely. Get some mercs, get some huntresses, get some couple few archers, expand, and then put pressure. I probably wouldn't do this. It's ballsy. I'll tell you, it's ballsy. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't really play matchup a lot. If this was a human against knife, I could probably give you better advice. But undead versus knife is not my forte, so I hope it kind of helped. But I don't think this game was that bad. I think it's just macro was slipping up. I think, but because you were taking the fights, you took a lot of fights I didn't think you were gonna take, but you did. I think it's just if you macro a little bit better, like in terms of like creeping and expanding faster, could have been a whole different game. But I can't promise quality. Hopefully that helped.